Okay. Good morning to our madam, No Davira, and I hope you fine and stay safe. So this is my film review. So first, before I start, my name is ATHIRAH binti Abdul Razak from group Firecrackers section 16, and my film name is Rise of the Guardian. So before we start, we see the trailer.
I've been around for a long time. My name is Jack Frost. I love being on my own. No rules, no responsibility. It's as good as it sounds.
Hello, mate. It's been a long time. Elizabeth 68, I believe. Easter Sunday, wasn't it?
You're not still mad about that, are you?
Yes. But this is about something else. Fellas?
There he is, Jack Frost!
Santa. Wow.
I hope the atheist treated you well.
Yeah, I love being shoved in a sack and tossed through a magic portal.
Oh, good. That was my idea.
The big four, all together.
Okay, that's for the trailer, and this is the genre and plot for this film. So the genre of this film is an animated film produced by DreamWorks Animated and distributed by Paramount Pictures in 2012. This film was based on the book series The Guardian of Childhood and the short story The Man in the Moon by William Joyce. This film told about the Guardian, the reborn named Jack Frost, to stop the evil Pitch Black from engulfing the world in darkness in a fight of dream. The plot is Jack Frost awakened from frozen pond with amnesia and no one can see or hear him. 300 years later, Jack, as the young of the spirit of winter, enjoy delivering snow days to school kids, but they do not believe in him. Other than that, Pitch Black is treating the children of the world with his nightmare said the Man in the Moon with Nicholas said not as known as Santa Claus. After that, the Man in the Moon told that Jack Frost has been chosen to be a new guardian to fight Pitch Black from master childhood dreams. So that's all. And the character in this film was Jack Frost and Pitch Black. The first one is Jack Frost is the main protagonist characters. He is the spirit of winter, and he is the teenage alien who enjoys creating mischief and has no one interest in being bound by rule or application. He just wants to use his stuff to spread his magic for the sake of fun, but also want other people believe in him. And the end of the film, he became a part of the Guardian named the Guardian of Fun. And the second character is Pitch Black. Pitch Black is the main antagonist character in this film. He is the Nightmare King. He is the rise of the Guardians reimagining of the Bogeyman. The mythical creature that haunt the closet and dark corners of childhood nightmare. He is very cruel and violent because he was able to turn sand by sandman in black sand that enveloped a child's dreams. So next slide is the theme and opinion. So this film is about teamwork, sacrificing, and believing. So to compel the story, this is also about finding yourself, being accepted in the world, and standing up for your belief. The quote that I like in this film is, "How can I know who I am until I I find out who I was, told Jack Frost. This is about fear and faith, and believing in accepting yourself. So we must always have an open mind and stand up for what we believe in, even if we have to go against our friend. So this movie was very recommended for who never watched this, because if we have lost faith lost faith in ourselves, or we want to remind ourselves, because everything in this movie is very connected. So that's all for my film review. Thank you. So next is Laura Karenisha.
A very good morning I bid to Madam Nordawira and my fellow friends. So today I would like to introduce myself. My name is Laura Carenisha Anak LIBAU. Matrix number is BA21110312 and I am from group Firecrackers. This film review is for our subject UB01002 Essential Communication Skills from section 16. For your all information, the film that I would like to review today is Eat, Pray, Love. So let us watch the 1 minute trailer first.
You will live a long time, have many friends, many experiences. You will lose all your money. Don't worry, you will get it all back again.
When some guy who, yes, looks a little like Yoda hands you a prophecy, you have to respond. Just like a couple of years ago when you were completely consumed with being the perfect wife. I need to change. Since I was 15, I've either been with a guy or breaking up with a guy. I have not given myself 2 weeks of a breather just to deal with myself. You want to go away for a year? I want to go someplace where I can marvel at something. I'm going to Italy, and then I'm going to India, and I'm going to end the year in Bali.
If you could clear out all that space in your mind, you'd have a doorway, and you know what the universe would do? Rush in. Everything else will take care of itself.
So that is the 1 minute trailer. Next, I will move to genre and plot. The genre is more to romance and drama. For your information, the film is directed by Ryan Murphy, and the film was adapted from a novel titled Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. So this film was released on August 13, 2010. So the plot of this film is about a successful woman named Elizabeth Gilbert, or Liz, that had everything, which are house, a husband, and a successful career. But she found herself lost, confused, and unhappy with her marriage life. After 8 years of marriage, she asked for a divorce from her husband. Now newly divorced and facing a turning point, Liz dares to take out of her comfort zone and embarks on a quest of self-discovery that takes her to Italy, India, and Brazil. Italy, India, and Bali. So I have choose two main characters from this film, which are Julia Roberts and Javier Bardem. Firstly is Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts plays her role as Elizabeth Gilbert in this film. So Julia Orleans is a brave woman. She dares to step out of her comfort zone to find her true self. Secondly, she is an independent woman. She had to survive by herself throughout the 1 year in other countries. Thirdly, she is a friendly person. Liz easily find new friends in Italy, India, and Bali. In Italy, she met Luca. In India, she met Richard. And in Bali, she met Ketut and Wayan. The second character is Javier Bardem. I have list out 3 characteristics of his, which are the first one. Javier played his role as Philip. Philip is a matured person. He gave Elizabeth time to think about their future and didn't force her to accept him. Secondly, he is a responsible person. He accidentally bumped into Liz while was cycling in Bali. After that, he tried to find Liz to ask for her apologize. And thirdly, Philip is a hardworking person. He plays his role as a businessman in this film. He works hard to make sure his son's life is happy. Lastly is theme and opinion. When I watch this film, I have found three themes which are difficult marriage, learning to let go, and trust the process. So I would like to elaborate more about difficult marriage. Uh, so this first theme is difficult marriage. Even though Liz and his husband had been married for 8 years, but she still found herself lost and unhappy with her marriage life. Then both of them agreed and decided to end their marriage. Secondly is learning to let go. When Liz was at the Italy, she remembered about her moments with her ex-husband Richard, but then she slowly accepted the fact that of their marriage, that they can't continue their marriage. The third one is trust the process. Liz is that kind of person that trusts the process. For her, the end of her marriage doesn't mean it is the end of her life. Then she keeps on motivating herself and find her true peace. So my opinion in this film is there are many life lessons that we can get in this film. We can get spirituality. Uh, we can know that a failure doesn't mean once you fail, it doesn't mean that you will fail forever. And I highly recommend you to watch this film, and my rating with this film is 9/10. So that's all from me. Thank you. So next I would like to invite Elise to present about her individual tasks.
Okay. Thank you, Laura. Good morning, everyone. My name is Misha Elisaba. Metric numbers BA211110367. From groups Firecrackers, section 16. And today I would like to share my film review. The film's title is Slumdog Millionaire. Okay, during for this film, around 2 hours for this film. Okay, next slide. Before we go far, I would like to share my film review.
Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
doctors, lawyers never get beyond 16,000 rupees. He's on 10 million. What can a slumdog possibly know? He went on the show because I thought she'd be watching. She's my destiny.
All right. The type of genre for this film is drama. The story, uh, the story shows about a man named Jamal Malik. Uh, he was one of the slums in India. So this film also illustrates the real image of Indian life, especially as a slum. The plot for these films most used to the flashbacks when Jamal need to flashback his experience life to answer all of the questions when he joined the program Who Want to Be a Millionaire. Okay, next slide. Okay, in these films, I just would like to choose only one main character, which is Jamal Malik. The characteristic that we can find on Jamal Malik is Jamal Malik was a kind person. This is because Jamal Malik like to help other people, as we can see in the when we see the films. We know that Jamal Malik help or give some money to the all to his old friends. That his old friend is a blind man. Then second, the characteristic that we can found on Jamal Malik. Jamal Malik is a very careful person. This is because even though Jamal Malik don't know how to answer because he don't have any ideas to answer the second last question, but he did not trust the producer that suggests any answer to him. And last but not least, he is a loyal man. As we know in the last of the trailer, that we can see the Jamal Malik's have one girlfriend that Jamal Malik know in his heart that his destiny is leading him back to Latika and to a future with her. So next slide. Okay, for team and opinion, I would like to choose faith and faith versus free will. Then love and loyalty and experience is the best teacher. First, faith versus free will. Actually, Jamal does show because it really happened. I'm sorry. Actually, Jamal does shows because it's really happened or he already know the answer based on his experience life. And for free will, for example, at the end event, Jamal need phoning Salim because he just remember that he or his brother also in the class in the first part in this film, but Jamal did not know how to answer her last question. So there, Jamal called or phoning her, no, sorry, his brother So, but when he pony it, Latika picked it up before the producer give up on her. Even though Latika can answer it, but Jamal can guess it right. Secondly, uh, love and loyalty. Uh, I can take the part when Jamal spent much of the film fighting to survive, him to protect his relationship with Latika. And last but not least, uh, experience is the best teacher. As I mentioned earlier, there Jamal can answer all of the question or some of the question based on her experience life. So Jamal had experienced a lot of challenges life in the in, as a slum of Mumbai. So all of the answer in the program or the games, he can answer it well, even though the producer don't trust on his. Okay, I highly recommend all of you to watch these films because there are lots of there are lots of there are lots of lesson that we can have or we can get when we uh, watch these films. That's all. Thank you. Now I want to pass my button presentation to Nur Atishyah Putri binti Alias.
Hi, good morning and Assalamualaikum. I bid to Madam Nur Dawira and my fellow friends. My name is Nur Atisha Putri binti Alias. I'm from group Firecrackers and section 16. Movie that I want to review is OKJA. This movie was directed by Bong Joon-ho. Before that, let's watch the movie. Let's watch the trailer together.
Everything you believe you know about OKJA is a lie.
Okay, the genre of this movie actually is a science fiction. This is because, as you can see from the trailer that I've seen you earlier, it contains of technology where the scientist Mirando create 26 specimen, or it's called a super pig, to give to the local farmer all over around the world, and then they will choose or pick the animals and gorgeous one. The plot The beginning of the story is OKJA actually created by the Miranda Corporation, led by Lucy. For 10 years, OKJA was raised at mountains of South Korea and taken care by Mija and her grandfather. Unsurprisingly, Miranda Corporation want to take OKJA and bring her to New York City as their brand icon, without knowledge Mija. However, Mija determined herself to bring her back. Thankfully, Mija founded Animal Liberation Front or ALF, uh, which is led by the soft-spoken J. So ALF will help Mija to rescue OKJA. Next. The main characters of this movie is Mija, stars by An Seo-hyun. Mija have 4 characters, which are: first, Mija was an orphan child. The proof is when her grandfather brought Mija to visit her parents' graveyard. Secondly, Mija also an animal lover. For example, she really loves OKJA. She also taking care of OKJA, and then they even sleep together. And wherever OKJA went, she always accompany OKJA. Next, Mija also a brave person, because even thought Mija is girl, but she brave herself to go to New York City alone. Furthermore, when she just arrived at Miranda Company, uh, Mija was broke the window bravely. And the last one, Mija also stubborn, because actually her grandfather did not allow Mija to go New York. But Mija said, I will bring OKJA home in Korean language. Next. The second main character is OKJA. This is OKJA. Okay, OKJA is a loyal animal because she did not want another person except Mija. OKJA also know well her owner voice. Secondly, OKJA also unique because she is a super pig, and her size not like other piggy. Other than that, her physical also look like hippopotamus. And OKJA also cheerful and enjoyable animal. Next. The theme of this movie is, I think, animal right, because ALF, Animal Liberation Front, wants to help Mija to rescue OKJA from cruelty and violence of Miranda Corporation. Therefore, Miranda Corporation only using the super pig for food industries such as sausage and hot dog. The second theme is sacrifice. Because if you see the movie, you can see the Mija sacrifice, because Mija ready to sacrifice everything just to save OKJA. For example, OKJA willing dangerous herself to find OKJA at New York City. And the last theme is friendship between human and animal. Even though OKJA is an animal, but Mija and OKJA can communicate and interaction each other. In addition, Mija was taken care OKJA since OKJA is baby. So I can see the bonding between them. Next. However, I think this movie have negative critics, which is violence towards animal, because the movie has shown some trigger scene that can trigger scene to viewers such as kids. However, I really recommend it for you guys to watch this adventure and heartwarming movie. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, Assalamualaikum. I bid to Madam Nordawirah and my fellow friends. Okay, so I'm gonna share a film review for you guys. Okay, so my name is Nomi. Can you hear my voice? No?
Yes.
Yes.
My face?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So my name is Nomi binti Kamal. Okay, matrix number BA2111037, and I also from group Firecrackers section. For that, let's we watch the trailer first. Okay. Astaga.
ఖడ్గమృగానికి కూడా బలం ఉంది కానీ శక్తికి రెండు పులికి పులిలా మారాలి ఖడ్గమృగంలా కాదు అర్థమైందా అలాగే అలాగే
Alright. So, okay, so here is the genre and the plot. Okay. The genre of this film is drama, and the plot. Okay. I will tell you basic story. Okay, of this film, which is this film. Okay, this film is a Hindi language biographical sports drama film directed by Nitish Tiwari under American production. All right, and it was all right. Oh my god. And it have yes, and it has been released in 20 December 2016. Or this drama is about a once promising wrestler. Okay, as you guys can see at the slide, uh, the the man who yes, a man who is wearing the white T-shirt there. Okay, uh, he is a wrestler. Okay, so for this film, okay, so the genre of this film is drama, and the plot, yes, and basically this film is a Hindi language biographical sports drama film directed by Nitesh Tiwari. Okay, so here is the plot. Okay, for this film. Okay, so the genre of this film is drama, and is a Hindi language biographical sports drama film. Okay, which directed by Nitesh Tiwari under Amir Khan Productions. So so I will tell you about the plot. So basically, this film is a once promising wrestler pursues the gold medal he never won. Yes, he never won by training two of his daughters to compete at the Commonwealth Games. Okay, so as you guys can see at the slide here. Okay, this the two young girls the two young girls his are the other daughters, which is Gita and Babita, and a man there is their father. Okay, is their father. Nam was Nam, yes. Nam, oh my god. Maha. So all right, so we proceed to the next slide. Okay, so these are two main characters. Okay, the first one is Mahavir Singh as Singh. I don't know. Mahavir Singh Bhagat. Okay, he is an Indian amateur wrestler. Okay, so so that is for his identity. Okay, and the personality of Mahavir Singh, because he was really want to won the gold medal for India for the wrestling championship. Yes, for wrestling champion, but yeah. Okay, and the second one is because if you guys, he's very strict with his two daughters. Because he wants their daughters can win. Can win the gold medal for India, for the Commonwealth. Very caring father to his daughters and of course his wife also. Okay, so then I would tell you about Gita Kumari Pogat. Okay, Gita Kumari Pogat is one of his daughters, which is the eldest among the four siblings. And we can see, okay, the identity of Gita Kumari is she is a tomboy with short haircuts. Okay, and for the personality, okay, he is oh my god, sorry, she is very high of enthusiasm. Okay, which is okay in every I mean in every practice or in every games that he involved in. Okay, and involved, she will, full of spirit lah. Okay, and secondly, she's very brave. Okay, she's very brave because if like their villagers or their friends were bullying them, or were bullying them, so he will he will not fight lah. She will fight, but in the positive way lah. Okay, and then she is also refrain from giving up. Okay, she's very she's never give up lah in every games or every what she did. Okay, same goes to her sister also. Okay, so the next slide. Okay, I will tell you about the theme and opinion. Okay, so from this film or this drama. Okay, first one, I can show that in this film it has his father really hope that he's two wrestling champion for India. Okay, and secondly is love. Okay, love, which is love between between them lah, between them, love with their love between the father, okay, and his daughter. Okay, and sacrificing. Okay, sacrificing, we can saw it from his father, because his father sacrificed, time, and then money, and one thing is sacrifice. Uh, yeah, sacrifice money for them to go to the. I mean, go to the Commonwealth Games. Okay, and for the set, yes. After I watch this, um, after I watch this movie, okay, I can see that there are there is there is a set scene, which is we can see a relationship, a family relationship, okay, between his father and the daughters, okay, and yeah, they live in Bristol. Okay, so my opinion for this movie, first one, okay, anything you want to do, okay, just do it with love, hard work, and passion, this because I really, I mean, because I highly recommended you guys to watch this, because not only you can uh, learn about maybe a sport, yes, the sports relationship, or yes, like that, but you can learn about life also, which is a family, okay, family relationship. And the last one, okay, before you fight a botch, you have to fight your fear. So I learned this from his father, okay, because whatever you do, okay, just before that you have to fight your botch, and before you yeah, before you fight your botch, you have to fight fear. So that's all from me. Thank you very much. Okay, boleh boleh dengar kan tadi?
Boleh, boleh.
Okay.
Okay, next we so next we will discuss the best about 5 film review, and what we will choose the best movies and give the reason why we choose that film. So I will go first. Um, the movie that I find interesting is Eat, Pray, Love, that the film Laura has been reviewed. It is because I have watched this film and I never find the film such an amazing, beautiful, and meaningful movie like this movie. It emphasizes that true meaning of life, it is overflowing with lesson that we must all know and learn. So I'm impressed by the main character Julia Roberts that throughout her journey she displayed true resilience and strength as the move through the many challenges that surround change, including doubt, fear, and loss. I have the opinion that a complete transformation is worth the risk. So, in other words, this movie tells us that we have worked against anxieties, even though it's not easy and conformable, because the potential to improve is worth anything. In addition, the scenery was stunning as filmed in the city of real life. So, this film is the best that I choose and is very recommended, like Laura tell us. Okay. That's all from me. Thank you. So the second one, who want to?
Okay. Laura, did you want to first?
You can go first.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I totally agree what there's ATHIRAH trying to trying come up there. But for me, actually, all of the films was the interesting. But I will choose one films that I think the base. Actually, I agree that the Atira says before, but for me, the best film that I um for the this our film review is the OKJA films. In my opinion, the this OKJA because actually it's more shows about the animal about the friendship between humans and animals like Atisha mentioned earlier. So for me, I totally interesting because I like to see when the films it's more to the friendship between animals and humans. As we know, because I'm also one of the animal lovers, so I think I don't have any choice to another uh films. And second, for me, the Oja is actually the unique animal because I never see or I never look that animal in any real other or using the social media or something else. But when I look to the trailer, I think, wow, it looks interesting. So I think I will choose the Okja as my as the best films in our groups. So yeah.
Okay, next.
I would like to go next. All of the film that my teammates had reviewed were interesting, but in my opinion, the best film to watch is Okja, which had been reviewed by our friend Nur Atisha just now. Even though the movie show violence towards animal, but I really love the characteristic of that kid named Mija very much. As we know, based on Tisha's explanation just now, Mija have some interesting characteristics which are an animal lover, an orphan child, and a brave person. It shows us when she is ready to sacrifice everything in order to save her friend Okja. Based on Tisha's explanation just now, there is one thing that I learned. True love between an animal and human are real. Animals also have feelings and emotions like us. So I definitely will watch this movie soon, but in my opinion, it is not suitable for kids to watch this movie. I think this movie pass a message to us as humans to stop eating so many animals. So this movie is exactly show us about how animals are treated today and possibly how they will be treated in the future. So I would like to thanks Atisha for recommending this movie. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next. Who want to give their review, recommend?
Me. Okay. Uh, all the movie that presented from you guys. The movie that I think best is Eat, Pray, Love that presented by Laura, because in my opinion, that movie give it taught us many lessons, which we need to learn to let go and trust the process, and teach us to be independent woman. And that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Nomi.
Okay, siapa? All right, thank you very much. Okay, so after we go through the film review just now, okay, so mostly yes, I mostly like mostly like yes, mostly like with mostly like mostly like the eat, okay, yes, the eat, pray, love movie, okay, because okay, I was interesting about I was interesting, okay, this is because I really like the woman character, okay, just like Laura said just now, okay, that she's very yes, she's very independent woman, okay, and what else, and yeah, friendly person. And I also agree with Nur Atisha said just now that she is I mean, yeah, she's very, I mean, trust the process. And what else? And I think the the moral value that we can learn, okay, from this from this movie is just learning to, I mean, learning to let go. That, I mean, the negative thinking or what's on, okay, and yeah. So, and lastly, okay, for women, just be okay. So for women, especially, okay, uh, so we just hopefully we can be a independent woman, and yeah. So happy go lucky, okay. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's all from our group. So thank you for listening and watch our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Dah, tutup je record.
Yay.
Record.
Yay,
Dah.
habis.
Off record.
Makan.
Yes, makan.
Macam bodoh je.
Congrats semua. Hebat-hebat saya tengok tadi.
Eh.
Umur berapa persen?
Senyum dulu guys.